All right. Good afternoon, everybody. What is happening? Ah, man. So excited to be here. Always excited to get out there, talk to people. It's such a beautiful day. I'm just such a happy person. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. They say it's crazy. What's up, Amy? How's it going? What's happening? We're going to talk about listening skills again out of my Maxwell book, Relationships 101, but listening skills. We're going to talk about developing listening skills. Yesterday we talked about the value of listening skills. Today we're going to talk about how you can develop your listening skills. Sarah Jane, hello, my friend. How are you? I hope all is well. Much love to you and to the West Coasters. Woo, woo, woo. So I changed the time because I do have some peeps on the West Coast that I do want to get out to, and 8:30 in the morning was really early. Look at this. You guys can do this with your eyebrows? Whoa. Anyway. Awesome, Amy. Thank you. That's okay. Yeah, all good. Hey, what's up, Brill? Thank you. Oh, man, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Much love to you all. Hey, thank you, Brill. You have a great day, man. Hope you're staying positive, staying excited about life and everything. Yes, today, I have like 20 different V-necks and just do different colors, so whatever. All right. Plus, you don't want to come in. Yes, my wife is on here. Hello, baby girl. What's up? Yeah, she does the noon show. She anchors the noon show, local news here. So at noon, so I can't compete with her. So since so many people are wanting to watch me over the local news. So anyway, hopefully more people want personal development in their lives and positive things. All right, anyway, let's talk about developing listening skills, and we'll get this going. So, all right, to become a good listener, you have to want to hear, but you also need some skills to help you. So here are 9 suggestions to help you become a better listener. All right, number 1, look at the speaker. So whenever or wherever you are, when somebody is talking to you or where they are presenting to you or wherever it is, or they're just talking to you at a networking event or something, make sure that you're making eye contact with them and make sure that you really let them know that you are listening to them and just focusing in on the things that they're saying and understanding it completely. There's a couple things about understanding it, but I'm looking directly at you right now. So look at the speaker, make them feel welcome, make them feel like, hey, look, I feel respected because this person's looking at me and listening to me and paying attention. Don't be pulling out your phone. Don't be looking off to the left or to the right or wherever you're looking. Just focus in on the speaker because they're taking their time to be there and they're taking their, their knowledge. And I think that you need to respect that and they're worthy of that. I mean, at least until they prove that they're not. So, yes. Yeah. Is it okay to look away while talking, staring? Well, here's the thing about it. And honestly, Aaron, I think that that's a good point. I think that when you can look at people when you're talking, sometimes when you have like a shift of an idea, look away, but it does feel uncomfortable. But if you can look somebody in the eyes, it actually really can connect people to you. And I think that's something that too many people don't do anymore. We're all like, yeah, so I was working on this the other day and blah, 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 and everybody's just kind of like all over the place. Like looking at people connects you to them. So look at the speaker when they're talking. All right, number 2, don't interrupt. I think this is really, really simple as simple as it gets. It's just rude to interrupt. It's rude when somebody's talking. Don't interrupt. Wait for a pause. Wait for something, that time in the conversation. But don't interrupt people. I mean, everybody is allowed to be heard, and everybody is allowed to have what they want to say. It's just frustrating when you're trying to get something out and you're constantly interrupting people. I can tell you from experience that I have done this before. I've interrupted people. I have. I got feedback on an interview I did early on when I first started interviewing people. People were like, "Whoa, dude, like you interrupt people way too much." But it was because I was so excited to ask more questions, but I needed to listen to them and let them get their full thought out, and then I can reply. And if you're interrupting, you're also probably not fully engaged in listening to what they have to say. Hey, Allie, how's it going? Rebecca, hello. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I love you guys. All right, let's go on to number 3 is focus on understanding. So I think a lot of times we hear what people are saying, but do we understand where they're coming from and what they're saying? Do we understand? Are we understanding the context? Are we understanding the fact that it's not always about the words that they're saying, but if we're listening closely, are we understanding the pain points and what they're really trying to convey? And that's what I want you guys to do, is start not only just listening to the words, but listening to where the words are coming from and hearing the tone of their voice, and if they're really excited or if they're, feeling kind of upset or sad as they're telling you these things. So it's not all expressing it always in words, but it could be the emotions behind the words that you need to be understanding. Determine the need at the moment, and I guess that's basically the same sort of thing as understanding but determine the need at the moment. People will go off and talk about a lot of different things. They'll talk about, hey, I took my dog for a walk today, my wife and I are in a fight, and I made a tuna sandwich for lunch, and blah, blah. And what is the need at that moment, right? You just heard 3 different things: dog walking, what I made for lunch, and the spouse and I are in a fight, right? So learn to hear and understand the context. Maybe they want to talk about that. Maybe it's something that is bothering them, but they just haven't really said that. But if you're listening and understanding the need at the moment, you're probably going to understand that, hey, look, the dog probably isn't that big of a deal. That's what they did, what they had for lunch, but maybe this person needs some personal attention and some help and something that they need to discuss and talk about that person and their spouse getting in a fight. I'm not in a fight with my spouse. I was just using it as an example. All right. Check your emotions. I mean, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Whenever you're in a new conversation with somebody and you're trying to learn and listen to them, I want you to really focus in on how am I feeling? What am I learning from this? How am I understanding this? And not letting a conversation that you had yesterday or earlier really just thanks for clarifying. No problem, baby girl. Not letting that play into the emotions of the new conversation that you're having. Does that make sense? So if I just had a conversation with somebody, maybe it was a fight, maybe it was whatever, if I drag that emotion into another conversation I'm having, something could trigger it, and it could be really bad. Like a quick story, I actually got in a fight with a teacher when I was younger, in high school, but the teacher was like, it wasn't what you did. It was something that happened before you and I had our conversation, before anything happened. Ovi, my brother, what's happening, man? Thank you for joining. Thank you. All right. So don't bring your emotions into new conversations. Allow your emotions to be there when you're hearing or listening to the person that you're having that conversation with. The next one is suspend your judgment. I can't, no judgment here, judgment-free zone. Don't let that person get out what they need to. Don't just judge a book by its cover. There is no judgment. Don't judge anybody, please. That is not for you to do. You are there to listen and to learn and to care about that person and put value on that person's head. You are not in the position to really judge. Maybe after you hear and listen and understand what that person does and is about, but I mean, personally, people who judge, that's just not my thing. I think that they're conveying a message. That's the way they feel. That's fine. That's a personal problem. That's their own issue. That's what they want to do. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to listen, and I'm here to say, okay, I either agree with you or don't agree with you, and whatever. That's just the end of that. So, the next one is sum up at major intervals. So when someone's talking to you, they're probably going to say, something that is happening or something that they're doing, or, when you ask somebody like what they do, maybe they say, yeah, I'm a lawyer and I work in, litigation, so I help, blah, blah, and then they go off and stuff. So then you can say something like, oh, so you're a lawyer and you study litigation, and then you can go into the next thing. So always just like validating what people say is very, very important. I think it helps with your listening, and it helps with your learning as you're listening, because now you're validating that you heard that person feels better. So it helps you learn, and it helps you validate people. Everybody wants to feel validated, right? They want to hear what you're saying. So I think that's, they want to know that you're hearing what they're saying. The next one is ask questions for clarity. Now, sometimes people will go off, and as they're having this conversation, it's okay for you so you validate, and then maybe you say, just so I heard you correctly, blah, blah, blah. The question is this. I would never, ever just make assumptions. I think too many people assume things about others, even after they've given something or talking about something or given a message. Like, don't always assume if you don't fully know. Don't say, because isn't it the worst when like somebody's like, the couple of you guys are sitting here, and then somebody says something up on stage or whatever, the boss says something to you, and then they're like, then you walk away and you're like, oh, I assume that's what they meant. Is that really what they meant? It's fine to ask for clarification. Just ask. Okay, so like, just so I'm getting this right, you wanted this. And they're saying, oh, no, like, I mean this or that. So make sure that you're asking for clarification while you're building these listening skills. You don't want to just start spouting off things that you think that you heard. You want to actually know that you heard, and they're gonna feel better at the end. I mean, it may seem weird, but it's also like helpful for them. You know what I'm saying? And then always make listening your priority. And I've always said this from the beginning, but I dropped my book. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We have to listen. We have to make it a priority. We have to truly make understanding people a priority. If you want to build solid relationships with others, you have to put a big, big value on their head. You have to respect them. You have to show them respect, and you have to help them understand that, I'm a loyal person to you, so I am going to listen to what you have to say. So I think just really making listening a priority. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Just listen, ask good questions, and understand where people are coming from. You'll learn so much if you just learn to shut the app and open up the old ears there, huh? All right. So, that's part of what I do for a living, interviewing people, is like ask questions and shut up, Brian, just shut up. That's my goal. That's what I love to do. Even though I sit here and I'm like yakking away, but this is, hey, look, people choose to watch me, people don't choose to watch me. That's up to them. So anyway, all right, that's it. That's all it. So develop those listening skills, really use those 9 principles, and keep, working on it. Listening, it takes effort, and, make it a priority to be a great listener so you can continue serving people, so you can continue helping, and you can continue adding value to people. So thank you guys so much. Now listen to me for a second. Get out of your comfort zones, all right? Do something today, do something tomorrow. Just get out, move forward, keep pushing yourself. I believe in you. I know you're going to be successful. I know you can do this. If you need any help, you just direct message me, hit me up. I'm here for you. Check out bcbenson.com. You can join my email list. I'm providing value every Friday. My first new email is going to be going out to my list. I'm very, very excited about it. It's going to be 5 bullet point. It's called 5 Bullet Point Friday, where you're going to get a quote. You're going to get tools, tips, tricks, and things of that nature. So that's what I'm adding to you, besides just these Facebook Lives every day. But I just appreciate all the love, all the support. Get out there, make it happen. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Tonight, though, tomorrow we're talking about become a believer in people. But tonight on the Unstoppable Pursuit, we're talking about thinking. Remember, thinking is thinking is hard. A lot of people don't want to think. So tonight we're talking about thinking, 6 p.m., Unstoppable Pursuit. Check us out. We'll be live on Facebook. Hop on there and share some love with us, share some ideas with us. Love to keep adding value to you guys, and if there's anything else you guys would find valuable that you want us to talk about, let me know. So, all right, I'm done yakking. I love you. Get out there, make it happen. Thank you, everybody who joined. Mwah! I love you guys.